Hello, sleepers. Hello, sandwalkers. Hello, players of Dune Awakening. Welcome you back to my channel today to talk about Dune Awakening again. And there's something that you may want to pay attention to, something that's going to happen soon that will make some of your resource harvesting a lot harder. And that's something that you may not want. If you're like me and you're struggling to get spice and you're struggling to get titanium and stravidium, you may not want to add to your woes on your resource harvesting. So, what am I talking about? Well, let's look. I'm talking about this stuff right here. Talking about flower sand. As of the latest test patch that's on the public test server right now, they are talking about some changes that they're going to make to the flower sand. Now, if you're somebody that's played the game for a while, you probably already know that there were certain areas in the game where you could go to harvest flower sand, and that's where I'm headed right now, that were pretty much safe. The worm couldn't get to those areas, so you could harvest there until the field was pretty much empty, and you didn't have to worry about anything bothering you. You could just harvest to your heart's content. A lot of people set up bases in that area and everything. You can see where I'm heading is straight over there to the hammer. I'm going straight to the hammer because that's one of the best places to go to harvest flower sand. That's one of the places I like to go to get my flower sand. And the update that's coming on the 12th of August, it's on the test server right now. It's 1.1.20. It's going to alter that. What it's going to do is it's going to take those existing flower sand fields, and I'll be dead gum. There's some spice right there. Can't get distracted. I'm making a video. I'm doing this for you guys. I'm avoiding the spice just for you guys. I can't do it. I got to pause and go get that. I'll be right back. All right, so where was I? Sorry. I had to get that spice real quick. So we're headed to the hammer because I wanted to show you one of the areas where I like to harvest flower sand safely. Now, the reason why I'm showing you this is because, like I've said, the patch is going to drop on August the 12th. And when the patch drops on August the 12th, the flower sand fields are going to be moved. They're going to be placed in areas where the worm can actually reach from now on, and it will make it a lot more hazardous to actually go get flower sand at this time. Right now, there are a couple of areas over here by the hammer that are pretty much safe because the worm can't get to them. I think this is one of the areas I like to go right here. You can see how the flower sand is really close to the rock outcropping here, and if you park just like right here, you can get out of your ornithopter and you're pretty much safe because there's really no worm sign in this area right here. And you can run over here in this flower field right here and you can collect you some sand. And that's what I'm going to go ahead and do because I am trying to do what I'm asking you to do, and that's stock up before it becomes infinitely harder to get. Some of the things they've said they're going to do is they're going to make some changes to the location of the flower sand fields, but they're also going to make some changes to the static compactors as well, and we're going to talk about those issues also. As you can see, I'm getting tons of it, and I don't really have to worry about worm threat. And I know that you're probably like, wow, why would you even care? Well, that's because I know that they're going to change this soon, and I want to go ahead and get all I can get now because the changes are going to make it to where there is more risk involved. And, you know, that's how the developers had designed it to begin with. They never intended for this to be a situation where people could just sit here and harvest like this and not have to have risk involved. So I get it, why they're changing it. I totally do. And, you know, I actually agree with it if you want to know the truth. I'm okay with it, but I'm going to still get mine before they change it. And I've got quite a bit already. My intention is to fill up one, maybe two of the large storage containers before the 12th. Today is I think it's the 2nd today. So I should have plenty of time to be able to just, kind of off and on as I go to get what I need. So I want to show you the announcement in the patch notes as well, so we can talk about a couple of the other changes that are going to kind of go along with this also. So if we go to the announcement about the public test client version 1.1.2, if we look down into the economy section, I think it's right in here in the economy section, redistributed the flour sand and spice sand fields in Haga Basin to allow the worm to reach them. So I guess there was a couple of spice sand fields that also were in an area where the worm couldn't reach them, and they're going to redistribute those, and that's what I was talking about. If you look up here, you'll see also in the resources building and crafting section, it says increased static compactor threat generation. So that does not only apply to the deep desert, it applies to Haga Basin. So that means when you're in what's supposed to be the safe zone, well, it's not really the safe zone, but when you're harvesting flour sand in Haga Basin, you're going to also see increased static compactor threat generation, which means you're going to draw the worm a lot easier. Now you're going to be in an area where the worm can go. As far as, it says they will redistribute the flour sand. So that right there is going to make this a lot more difficult. So I wanted to just let you know, wanted to give you a heads up and say, hey, you've got a few days, because right now it's the 2nd. The patch is supposed to drop on the live servers on the 12th, and that's when this will change. Now, the price of sand on the exchange, I mean, you can go get your own, versus why would you pay for it? Right now, you can go get it, and it's just really worthless, because a lot of people know about those spots that are safe zones to be able to get it. So there's really no point in anybody paying for it right now. But whenever the patch goes live and the danger dramatically increases in trying to get that item, who knows what may happen? That may cause spice sand to actually be sellable on the exchange, or not spice sand, but flour sand. That may cause flour sand to actually be sellable on the exchange. Who knows? It's possible, because now that it'll be more dangerous to get and harder to get, it's possible that people could possibly make a small amount on it. But I wouldn't really count on being able to sell it and make your fortune. I would just say that when the patch drops, just be prepared to keep your head on a swivel, be looking around, be listening for the worm, because it's going to become a lot more dangerous. But if you'll listen to this video and kind of do the things I'm telling you to do, you'll end up being in a situation like what I'm in, where when you look at your storage, you can see that you're feeling pretty good about your flour sand situation. So thanks for watching my content. I appreciate you being here today. If you found this video interesting or entertaining in any form, please think about liking and subscribing to help push my content out to a bigger audience. And I'll see you in another video about Dune Awakening coming soon, my friends. Peace.